Help Online Therapy Podcast 30-second ad to remind you right now, wherever you are, to unclench your jaw, to relax your shoulders, take a deep breath in and out. Feels better, right? That's 15 seconds of self-care. That's right, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. That's the amount of time it's never been repeated. 15 seconds. Imagine what you can do more. Visit betterhelp.com/predetermined choice of podcast for 10% off your first session of therapy. That's right, 10%. No pressure, just help. But for now, just relax.
Go!
There we go. That was pretty.
That was pretty good. Yeah. That's the take. We'll use that take.
Wait a minute. I'm white.
Well, I guess you could say, technically. We need a third member, and I want it to be a young boy wearing glasses.
Do a poo.
I need to set the record straight. I was quoting you saying that we need a young boy with glasses. Thank you for saving the show.
There we go. I know. I'm gonna have to mute myself. Actually, I'm gonna use the button next time.
That's a good idea. Just make sure you remember to unmute. Welcome back to episode 109 of the Average Blokes Podcast. Funny enough, we are recording this episode the same time as we released the most recent one, where that same intro was played, and I was listening to it while doing the dishes, and I could not stop replaying that intro because damn nabbit.
I thought you gave up on that fake BetterHelp style.
Yeah, but thing. it's just for a one-off.
I know. You just really wanted to put it out there.
I really like that you added the screams in over the top. That was very. I was hoping you do it again because I think it would have worked very well.
Oh, I wanted to, but I didn't know how. I didn't know it would keep going.
That's okay. That's fine.
And I wanted your thing to play.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I respect that. Thank you so much. Welcome back to, like I said, episode 109. We are coming to again live from an basement wow, an abandoned basement in Bunbury. Thank you. And I'm sick. Hi, Dad.
Yes.
And he's Sovy mixed citizen.
What? Yes. I think I'm glad Kyle, because I don't think anyone got the joke at the. with the previous episode with the intro, but Kyle got the joke where it's like do a poo. Oh,
I see.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Fart sound effect will get me every time.
It's a really solid one too, I may add.
I actually had to look through a couple of them, and I was like, this one's too much of a meme. This one, and I didn't want to use one of the ones that we've already got with a soundboard.
Yes.
And it was like, that one's perfect. That one will do.
No, that makes sense. So, how sick are you, Dad? Okay, that answers my question.
It's because I'm talking too, but...
Yeah. Do you have a case of the rhinovirus as well?
I do have the rhinovirus. Well, actually, I didn't test, but I assume I do have the rhinovirus.
It feels so strange that they call it that, considering we don't have rhinos in Australia.
I probably call both viruses. So, because Axel had two, he had rhinovirus and rudero something, I think. But
I'll just see MMD. Why is it called?
Not
rhinovirus?
No.
Why?
Not rotor.
Rotorui?
It had a weird name. Let's put it that way. Obviously, I didn't remember it as opposed to rhinovirus.
Oh. Because the prefix rhino comes from the ancient Greek word for nose.
There you go, nose virus.
Oh, nose virus.
Disappointed. I was really hoping for a really good explanation, but it's all Greek to me. But yes. Sovy mixed citizen, you want to explain to us your awesome start to, was it this day that you mentioned briefly? About chasing...
It was, so today, Port Lincoln, beautiful weather, 11 degrees, raining, windy, and I spent my morning sprinting down the highway barefoot, chasing one of my dogs who got out through the gate because the gate had blown over and the post has snapped.
No.
Oh no!
So that was morning run
here too, actually.
So his highlight was he went for a morning run.
Yeah,
but it
beautiful day for a run. Shout out to my neighbour who saw me running down the road, so he jumped in his car and got ahead of me and stopped the dog.
Oh, nice. That's helpful. Good old tiny community. That's actually
Which one got out?
Obviously, little tardy boy Doog here, the only one who likes to go walkabout.
That's it. It was Doog. Yes, I just mentioned Doogie.
Oh,
Doogie.
The most frustrating part was he went into the neighbour's yard across the road. So my driveway is 200 metres long, and then just over the road is one of the neighbours, and he went into their yard and stopped.
That's a long driveway.
And then the car that he saw drove off, and so he just took off up the road again, chasing the car. And then I've started sprinting down the road barefoot. My feet are going numb. And
I was going to say, do you have a dirt road or rock?
Oh, it was like tarred, but it was just very cold and wet. And I'm sitting there yelling, Doog, Doog, and he's looking back at me and just deciding, no, I'm going to hoof it even faster. He's probably thinking, I'm in trouble now. I might as well try and get away.
See how far I get away with it.
It reminds me of that video of the guy like yelling at his dog in Britain, going like, "Is it Fenton or something?" Fenton, Fenton! Oh Jesus Christ, Fenton!
That is like one of the most peak British videos that exists.
A friend of mine used to show me all of those sort of memes because he found them hilarious. Like me mum's car, that was his favorite.
Oh yeah,
Brum,
that was
brum.
pretty good.
Brum, brum.
Nah, I think Fenton's probably beats that for me personally, just because that brum brum card one was actually got a dark meaning.
Did it?
Yeah, the mother was like a drug abuser or something. There was some sort of
Wait, in real life?
Yes.
What?
Oh, lovely. That's great. Good to,
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining the meme for me.
You're welcome.
Well.
I mean, I could be wrong, but if anyone cares to comment,
Next, you'll tell me the little girl who's in the photo of like smiling at the fire caused
She
it.
lit that fire and killed her family, Troy.
I mean,
Have you
she's
seen-
the only child?
Have you seen the 20 years later, or we check back in with memes like later, and she's an adult
Yeah.
and she's doing
Yeah,
a smile?
Yeah, there's a few of them I've seen where it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to some highlights. I think we just went through yours, Kai. I guess. Do you anything else you want to report about? Or
That's
nothing else
about
really.
it.
That's
Oh,
all right, okay.
no, that's not really a highlight. That yesterday I had violent diarrhea, but go on.
Yeah, please. I'm glad you skipped over that. That's good. I'm gonna do a highlight quickly. It's work related because this is the first time in a while that I get to tell a story about
set
this.
me up.
I worked at a hotel recently this past week, and it's a brand new hotel. We've never tested it before, and the head of engineering, like they sent us how many safety switches that we need to test, how many they thought they had that need to be tested.
it was
He
double.
counted 570. The final number of safety switches that were tested was 1,103.
So
And
it's like more than
yeah.
double.
yeah, just a bit more. And the funniest part was when I was finishing up for the last day, I went down to go to the office to tell him. His face went from smiling, happy to like, oh shit.
Yeah, because your company went, yeah, this is going to cost like $500. Yeah, no, we'll just $2 a switch. That's $1,000. And
Yeah.
then he's like, yeah, that's good. That's good. Next thing you know, we tested 1,000 switches. What? It's going to cost you $2,000. Thanks.
Even my manager was like,
Cha-ching.
he said very good stuff for my new monthly revenue KPIs.
How did
Wait,
they
is that actually what he
discount
said?
that hard? Like,
I don't know how you miss 500 plus RCDs. That's like,
There's 1, 2, 3,
Skip a
20, 30. I'll just
so
say
it's like,
500.
I saw
I'm
the
going
job
to
notes. It said
estimate.
570 RCDs. I'm like, this will be 2 days, no problem. But then,
How
like,
did he get
after the
570?
I don't know. But after the first, I'm like, there's more than 570 here.
Like,
So-
yeah.
But yeah,
It's such an odd number to come
just
up
his
with.
face. This was the best picture from that job. Like oh shit, like oh fudge. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's my sole highlight. Really, I didn't really have anything else, but yeah, very fun.
Fair enough.
And you Troy, besides being sick,
Yeah, still sick. Yeah, that's a
congrats.
thing. The best. Yep.
Sick ass, bro.
Fully
Sick.
sick. Yeah.
Solo fixes everything apparently.
That's right. Yeah, well, zero sugar. Pineapple solo.
Is it good?
It is good. My highlight of the week is
Drinking solo.
having to pop in and have a look at Axel's new childcare, which is around the corner, basically, and having to walk in there feeling like crap and wearing a mask and saying, yeah, because we had to introduce new his teachers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And my other highlight would be like the reason why I was like, give me 5 minutes when you said we'll start the podcast now is because I watched the latest episode of South Park and it was very enjoyable.
Okay.
Oh, it was brilliant. I love it's so good.
You can talk about it if you want, unless
I will
Cole,
talk about it
you
at some
sensitive
point.
about being spoiled or not really?
No.
Okay.
I'll get around
It's
to
just funny
watching
to
it
see
all
how
eventually.
the current political climate and how they navigate all those sort of issues. But the funniest thing was having like Randy, one of the main characters, the dad. He's like realizing his integrity farm's not working. At the start of the episode, it's got all these Mexicans picking all his weed. All his marijuana, and then next thing, and he's filming a commercial, and then suddenly all these vehicles come up with ICE written on them and grab all his workers. And then he's like, he's like, I don't know how we're going to keep the farm going, and his wife's like, or Sharon is like, well, does that mean we can move back home? And the kids are like, we get to move back home, back to back to our house. And he goes, but you guys love it here. And they're like, no, we hate it. We're just supporting you basically. And he's like, oh, I didn't realize. And then he's like, maybe we should go. And he goes, hey, Sharon, maybe we should go talk to someone like a counselor or anything like that. And then it cuts to them in bed and he's got the phone out and he's like, yeah, hey, I'm having some issue with my issues. My wife and I are having issues, and it comes up with like a Chat GPT voice going like, "I'm really sorry to hear about that." So and he starts using Chat GPT for everything. It's just ass kissing him.
Yes. I remember you describing an episode where he was doing the same thing for text messaging to his wife or something like that. I can't remember who.
No, that was one of the kids was using like an auto-generated thing to. Gotcha. Stan was using auto replies. So it would give the perfect response or something. But this was him using it like as a therapist. And then it cuts to him using it for business stuff and it's so funny and bad. But it's funny because of the fact that people do use ChatGPT for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of not very good as far as I can tell at the moment.
Not yet. It's trying.
I mean, I don't know if it will be good or not. I don't really care. It can do things, but like can't really give. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. It's still learning, but I'm sure it'll be peaking some point. But anyway, all right. I want to go back to something else that I should have brought up as a highlight, but like it's more into a little discussion of small talk. We talked about the boomers and how some of the things they rant about, like this, they like to hang pictures, and then Kyle brought up the picture frame that our friend Todd had gifted him, where there's two delicate pictures of me in a frame, one presenting boobs, and another picture of me in a jet boat with a bright red vest going thumbs up, like ooh, yeah. And I got in touch with Todd. Oh, do you want to bring up the screen? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and then show the other one to the right a little. There we go.
There we go.
Look at those. Presenting the honkadonkers.
So before I bring on Todd's voice note, I want to mention something funny about that photo, which I don't think you can see Troy. But in the photo where I'm presenting the boobs, I'm wearing a Yoshi t-shirt. So look like a real virgin. But yeah, so anyway, I called out a message for Todd and he explained perfectly the backstory behind why and how.
G'day lads, hope you're all doing well. Looks like you guys are having an absolute blast. I'm loving the podcast. And this infamous picture of Jackson on holiday in New Zealand, showcasing a lovely pair of breasts on a mermaid statue. I'm looking at the picture right now and I can provide a couple of memories to go with it. So actually, Kyle's not the only one that's received one of these. Not everyone got a picture of Jackson. Not everyone is that lucky. But for example, one of our friends' mums might have got a funny picture of me, or this other bloke that we used to hang out with, Chucky. But this picture in particular, it just felt special. It was different to all the other ones. Looking at it now, there's the mentioned Jackson presenting the boobs. There's also him giving a big double thumbs up in a nice bright red life jacket with some love hearts above his head. I don't know. I must have printed them off or something. So the memory that comes with this picture for me has nothing to do with making the picture. I actually barely remember making it at all. But Kyle told me a story not long after I gave it to him that's always stuck with me. Trying to keep this PG. One night he had our friend Grace over, and let's just say they were tripping balls. And Grace just happened to see the picture on Kyle's shelf or nightstand or something, and she dropped to her knees in absolute hysterics. She could not believe what she was looking at. She just thought it was so funny the way that Jackson was presenting the breasts instead of grabbing them. Like you see, like a
Most
pair of
people grab
boobs, like especially a statue or something to make your friends laugh. You pretend to give them the squeeze, like that's just what you do. Jackson is the first person ever I've seen present a pair of titties, but I'm glad he did, because now it's iconic in our group's history, and Jackson Phillips lore.
Oh, thank you so
Jackson
much,
Phillips
Todd. That was
Law.
brilliant.
Yeah, I remember that now because she was in total and utter hysterics about like, who does that? Who presents boobs?
Troy, this other girl, Grace,
Mhm.
I was friends with her in Cleve as well, but she was leso, so it was.
What?
Put it-
She was
put it
Lizzo.
softly.
I love that singer.
Lizzo,
friends with
she's
Lizzo.
my favorite.
You
No,
could just
and
say
it was
she
funny
was a
'cause,
lesbian, but
Yeah, so she was.
she gay.
No, she was good. We were good friends because her mum and my mum worked together at the hospital,
Mhm.
and she had obviously moved from Port Lincoln as well up to Cleve.
Mm.
And so every Thursday or Friday night, I used to go over her house. We used to have pool nights while listening to Triple J when they had, what was it called when they had that metal theme? It was like Thursday, Friday night, Racket or something.
I
Yeah,
don't
Full
know.
Metal Racket.
Full Metal Racket, yeah. So they used to blast metal songs on there, and that's when we play pool. And
Right.
yeah, that's
Yes,
who
my
Grace
friends
was.
and I also used to play pool. No, I'm kidding.
we played
Actually,
pool.
I had a mate. Joe's parents had like a little bungalow
Hmm.
with a pool table.
So yeah, it's all coming back to you now, Kyle.
Yes. Yes.
So I think from the sound of it, he gifted one to Grace as well.
Probably.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, I'm sorry, Troy, you haven't got one yet. But
That's okay. I have something similar, but it's of me. Because you
oh,
remember,
is
Yeah.
it the one I'm thinking you're gonna say?
you say it and we'll find out.
Is it the one where your place in the pool? Remember
My
how
place-
when Isabel and Cole came to your place and we had the blow-up pool in the backyard?
Oh no, but that is funny. Wherever there's a phone, I do have one of those for you. That technically counts
Yes,
for you. I was
yes,
talking about for
yes.
me, but I do
okay.
have one of those for you. Yes.
Okay.
I have a very an interesting photo of Jackson too, Kyle. There's a couple of friends of ours, and Jackson and Letitia came over for I don't know, to hang out, and we had one of those small pools, just a small little like 4-person pool, and was it even the pool set up? We were filling it up. And I've got the hose, and there's a photo of like Jackson with his mouth open and like the water flowing into it, and he's going ah, and I've done some editing, and I've put underneath it a little Pornhub sign.
That was Brazers.
Brazers, sorry, I put Brazers. That's it.
Oh dear.
So all the photos are adding up.
I forgot all about that.
No, that's
I love those little edits and things, and when people do share stuff.
it. Like the thing that got me about the whole edit was like, no one does like not. There's only certain special people that deserve these certain photos of Jackson.
There's also one of our other friend Cole, because he there's one. It's not it's not the same photo, but he shared a photo of him like leaning down and like going to lick a mushroom, like fake lick, and I've put a little Brazers symbol underneath that.
Oh gosh, dang it!
And then there was-
Unfortunately, I don't have any photos with me in statue. Wait. Oh, there's one of me making out with a dolphin statue, but I don't know where that is. I'll have to try find it. Again,
Must
the
have been
pod
a
was
big
there for that too. And need to say, we were in a cemetery. If that makes it any more normal.
Why would there be a dolphin statue in a cemetery?
I think it was part of this
Probably
big,
a
giant,
gravestone,
ornate
maybe?
bird bath. Not a gravestone.
Oh.
Don't go around disrespecting people's graves.
That's what I was doing.
I think it was part of this big ornate bird bath. But yeah.
That makes okay. Well,
Fair
I guess what attracts birds more than dolphins on a bird bath. Yeah, I guess.
I do find that funny that he's like, who presents boobs? And I'm sitting there going, I'm pretty sure I've done that before.
I'm pretty respectful.
Yeah, you're
Like, hey, look at these, everyone.
Boobs.
Because we got, I got the photo of Kyle in front of not Kyle, in front of Courtney, in front of the little, what do they call, bollard, which is dressed up like a woman.
Yeah, I saw that.
I posted it to Discord, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
at it
just
now.
searched statue.
Yeah.
And I was like, surely there's one of me doing something similar.
But that was only not.
But no, I could only find the one with Courtney. But a photo like that could still be on my phone or her phone, but it might not recognize it as a statue. So.
No, probably not. One note that Todd said when after recording or the voice notes, he said it was weird referring to you as Jackson and not Country. I haven't been called that.
Hardly ever called you Jackson.
Yeah, no.
Wait,
Country.
do people used to call you Country?
Yes.
Yeah.
'cause I lived
Didn't
in
you all live
Cleve.
Didn't you all live in Cleve or in the country?
No, this is Port Lincoln. So I
Oh.
moved to Port Lincoln for 6 months or so to do TAFE.
Mm-hmm.
And so I lived in this block apartment, little shitty blocky apartment for 6 months. And yeah, I'd always caught up with Todd and Carl and a few other like Dennis and Daniel and Whitey.
Oh,
But
okay.
so my one famous story that I did when I was living in that block of flats was I bought an FM transmitter. This was back in the day before like everything was Bluetooth.
you plug it into your.
devices.
I had the same thing. You plug it into your car. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, basically. But you plug it to I plugged it to my iPhone or my iPod or whatever it was at the time. And because the neighbor
Oh, you had one of those little ones. Yep.
Yes, they'll plug. Yeah, so the next door neighbor was blasting party music at like
Oh, you
10:30
changed the
at
FM
night.
station, didn't you?
So I plugged in my thing, changed it to his frequency, and I blasted my metal songs. But the guy knew. He somehow knew. He came around knocking on my door saying, "Oi, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?" So I'm like, "Okay, I won't do that again." But
You should have just been up in the
I've
speaker
also done
English.
that.
yeah,
I've also done that. Yes, I've actually done that in the car and I purposely switched it to Light FM.
I should have done that actually. That'd been more appropriate.
Meanwhile, there's rock music playing on the station, so I get close enough to a car or rock up next to a car next to me. It switches to heavy rock music.
So yeah. No,
Next
good
on Light FM, East Street Bar.
Oh goodness me. All right. Well, I guess we shall move on to our topic, and it's no. I said to you both, it's gay shit, but it's not going to be just gay shit. It's going to be like, why have we got Snoop Dogg coming to the AFL Grand Final? And you are asking the question in the last episode, Troy, about why would we do that? And
Yeah, why?
my answer was basically like, well, the AFL is trying to be Americanized and just try to be like the Super Bowl. And
Disappointed!
yeah, because there's been a lot of backlash. Yeah,
Backlash.
Against that decision, and the AFL's held its ground, which is strange.
Wait,
That they're going to keep with Snoop Dogg at the moment.
lashback. I like that.
Yeah.
We'll go with lashback.
Or
But
unless
there's been a lot
you're-
of lashback. The
unless you're
the AFL has fought back. They've lashbacked.
Unless you're shook from
So
Xenoblade.
help me out here. So it's because they're annoyed because they want to be pro-gay or something. Is that right?
Well,
and
that
one of
was
their
a
football
part of
players.
it, I think. But the main reason is because a lot of people are like, we should be having Australian talent
Yeah.
performing.
That's
Yes,
my
I
opinion.
agree. Yes, I agree. Why would you have American? You're flying. It's cheaper too, in
Yeah.
more ways than one.
Yeah. Well,
Like
and-
you don't have to fly them as far, and it helps support local business or local celebrities, if you want to call them that. And it's just people are more interested in like seeing like homegrown. You don't see people. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a better example because, yeah, I'm trying to think of how, because it would be like if a famous Chinese person like did some sort of thing in Japan for a soccer match or something. Like that's how I imagine. But but like, that doesn't really happen. Although you get South Korean boy bands that go everywhere. So
Yeah, we've had. Let's see. I'm trying.
because who did they have last time?
So last year was Katy Perry.
Oh,
That she opened from memory. Yeah, correct. Kiss were there as well the year before.
yeah, I heard about that. That was a bit like, why is Kiss coming?
And then there was and then in the year before that we had no, was it the year before that? I can't remember. We had Robbie Williams in 2022.
Did we have
I don't know who that is.
Robbie Williams kind of worked because he's kind of a Carlton fan somehow.
I don't know who Robbie Williams is.
He's a British pop singer.
Okay, so I'd prefer it if it was like British. If it was some famous British person or something doing something, it's more understandable, I think.
The big fella at the grand.
We had
Big fella at the grand final was Meatloaf.
2021
The
had
big fella
John,
at the grand final was Meatloaf.
Failure.
Failure.
Yeah,
Oh
Meatloaf.
yeah, Meatloaf was
Yeah,
terrible.
he was a
Yeah.
very good performance, very memorable. We in 2021 we had Eskimo Joe and one of the dudes from the John Butler trio. AKA
should just-
John Butler.
They should just have like, I don't know, an interesting performance or something happen, not like some famous person.
My other thing is like
this.
if they can't find an Aussie performer, I understand there's plenty of good international performers, but to me, like another thing with like say picking Snoop Dogg or Katy Perry is pop music and rap isn't really, to me, doesn't correlate well with the vibe of AFL. Like you would rather
Yeah.
rock music.
Correct.
But it's not just that. It's that's why they had AC/DC. But yeah, but the thing that like Snoop Dogg, when was the last time he actually performed? Like not perform live, but actually like recorded something or did something music related besides shows like this.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
when was the
don't
last
know.
time he actually did a show?
Let's have a
That's
look.
the thing there. Over the last few years, all he's done is feature on other people's songs, hasn't he? He hasn't really.
I
pumped
didn't
out
even
any
think
new
he
music.
did. I don't even think he did that very much. Like his hits were his good hits were like 20 years ago.
Snoop Dogg's last concert was 2024 or late 2024. Well, actually, hold on. Apparently, he won in August 2025 at a Hard Rock Live. But that,
When did he last release an album? I want to see. I want to know when his last album was released. Because if he's back to doing music again, like more like making music as opposed to
apparently, he
performing
won this
music.
year, which is strange.
What about before that? I'm just curious. Must need money.
Money. Well, you wouldn't think so, considering how
Like
wealthy he is.
2016 or
Yeah, let's have a look. 2024. What? In
Oh,
May,
okay.
and he's
It's not
Okay,
like
I'm
the
wrong.
greatest hits or something, is it?
oh yeah, because I haven't heard much going on about like. You think they'd be promoting that a bit better or a bit more?
he had one in 2024 called Missionary.
Hmm.
Feels appropriate, Missionary. One before that would have been 2019, I think. Yes.
Okay, so
he's dropping
he's
a new
still-
album this year.
Okay, so he's still actively, because I was under the impression he kind of stepped away from music a while ago, like actively creating and making new music and staying to a sense relevant.
I mean, you've twisted some doorbells, you've twisted some strings. When Kyle Sandilands loses it after AFL great Frivola makes Snoop Dogg grand final second claim.
Oh yeah, that's Brendan Revolver. Yeah, all right.
Snoop
I
Dogg
mean, I
to
like
play
him. He's funny, but
So after the
wouldn't
AFL grand
trust.
final, after the grand final appearance, he's gonna play in the Sydney show as well.
yeah, maybe that's why they're doing it. It's like a double deal or something.
Yeah, there must be. He's you want to guess how old he is?
Oh, like
60.
60 something, 62.
Apparently, he's only 53.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna
Yeah, I
say
know.
late.
I had to say,
was gonna
Bill got that face.
I
like,
was gonna
what?
say late 50s or 55 plus, but I was like, oh no, I think he's actually older. But there you go, he's
Yeah.
not.
He's only
Yeah.
53. He feels older than that, but
Grow up,
yeah, I
Snoop
guess not. People also ask, does Snoop Dogg have a high IQ? Apparently, he scored 147 earlier this year.
Oh, there you go.
But you can buy results too. You can literally buy those results.
Wait, are you searching? Is that just an active search?
That's what people always ask for.
I was gonna say, I think considering Snoop Dogg's position, he's probably a very smart man.
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah, because the other thing is, you could duck go. I might have a different answer, but I don't know.
No, can't be bothered.
Okay, so the whole reason why Snoop Dogg is up, like the whole AFL.
Wait a minute.
and
What did you say it
Australia-
was? 140.
147 was his IQ.
Isn't that
Allegedly.
average? Isn't that
I
average?
feel like that's average. Yeah,
I'm going to look
maybe.
that up now. I will duck go that.
So that
Yeah,
140 is probably in the reaching the high IQ bracket.
yeah.
Okay, average IQ is typically set at 100, with most people scoring between 85 and 115. I don't know about that. I've seen different stuff.
Must
but
be the American scale.
I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, so 130 and above, gifted or very superior, exceptional intelligence.
I mean, it makes
So there you go.
sense how
Snoop Dogg is
successful he is.
exceptionally intelligent.
He's Excelsior. No.
I think because last time I searched this up, I looked up the average IQ of children because I was curious. I also looked up the average IQ of people with Down syndrome.
Why?
Well, because I was curious.
Okay.
Because
And
I
what
was under the
answer?
I was under the impression that it's lower than most people. Which is obvious. But I won't go into detail there. It was lower than I thought. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Because but it does vary significantly between person to person.
So the whole reason why everyone's up in arms about Snoop Dogg coming to the AFL, there's two reasons. Is like one, why he's not an Australian performer, why we bring an American to Australia. Now, there's a few reasons why I can understand why the AFL have done this. Because A, it's Snoop Dogg, and that'll bring eyes to the product that is. Well, the thing is, though, right? This is another thing I just thought of. Yes, it'll bring eyes to the show and to like watch him perform on TV. But then will those people who watch the performance on live and TV stay and watch the rest of the actual game? Because I think that's what it kind of is. It's kind of like trying to.
Do you reckon
buy
people are
viewers.
going to tune in for the performance
like
just
the
to
American, the American market.
see? Is that what they do? They just tune in for the performance.
Sometimes, yeah. Like
That's
they did
why
that
it's
with
full
Katy.
of all those ads.
That's why they had Katy Perry last year.
I mean,
Sorry.
they should just. I don't know. They should just stick to their audience.
It's kind of funny though, because last year, so Katy Perry she performed, and she sung "You're Gonna Hear Me Roar," and the grand final was between Brisbane and I think it was Collingwood, and so like Katy Perry sang that song before the grand final. Who won? Brisbane.
Well,
But that's
I
just
don't know
a really,
what's it got to do with it.
scripted.
yeah, that yeah. Which
I-
is peak
I-
American.
I've stopped watching the AFL because it almost feels almost too unscripted in the sense that like teams are either always winning. It's either really close because it's first and second on the ladder, or you've got like ninth versus fifth, or not like ninth versus first, and they're getting destroyed or something.
Look, personally, in my opinion, the AFL this year is very drunk, is what I like to say, because there have been so many high-scoring games. It just doesn't make any sense.
Like, what was it? Where's my phone? I had it a minute ago. It told me, I looked at, every time I look at the score, Essendon's losing. Yep, that sounds about right. And I looked at, and I think it was the Lions. Did they versus the Lions recently?
Who's that? Essendon?
Brisbane Lions. Essendon, yeah.
No,
the
they
other
recently
day.
played Gold Coast.
Okay, well, they lost that match.
They
so-
played on a Wednesday because the Flamin' opening round of the year was affected by a cyclone.
What does it matter?
So they I don't know. That's just what they did.
They played on a Wednesday.
Yeah, played on Wednesday. So Green Senator calls on AFL to drop Snoop Dogg from grand final show,
Oh, that's a
saying
load of
the
crap.
Green Senator called him a slur merchant.
A slur merchant.
Green Senator's
Okay.
not met me, has he?
I'm confused. Maybe we should. I've got Spotify here. Maybe I'll listen to Snoop Dogg's new album and see him. Unless he's saying gay, N-word gay.
All right,
constantly.
so this is the main juicy reasoning why it's being criticised. As we know, he was recently at a movie viewing of Lightyear, which is a Buzz Lightyear movie, I guess, spin-off. Snoop Dogg was explaining that his grandson was quizzing him about how two women had a child. And
I just have one question for you, Jackson. Is it a crime?
no, that's the name. That's the name of the album.
Correct. That's why I said that.
21 songs as well. That's a big one.
That's a lot.
Oh wow, there are 21.
Although to be fair, rap I feel like wouldn't be that hard to make 21 songs for an album.
Yeah,
Because
true.
there's no skill involved. It's just literally talking over a 4x4 beat. Or 4/4 beat, whatever. Or 3 by, I don't know. So this is what he quoted on a podcast somewhere or something or a show. He said, "My grandson was in the middle of like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman? Oh shit, I didn't come for this shit. Just came to watch the goddamn
quoting
movie."
him.
Jackson's Snoop Dogg voice.
You got to say it in the Snoop Dogg.
Hey
voice.
man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby.
Watch the movie.
They both
No,
women.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Let Kyle do it. Hey man, what's the movie? All right. I can't do it.
How does she have a
Every
baby?
time I try and do an accent,
Shit, the movie ain't even over with. I'm scared to go to movies. It's like
scared to
y'all
go to
throwing me in the
movies.
middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
no, Jackson, you're not doing it right. You gotta go, shit. Like really emphasize it. Every time he says shit, emphasize it.
Although, funnily enough, the film was criticized by some conservatories over a same-sex kiss, which initially was removed from the movie but later restored.
Okay, so two people of the same gender kissed each other.
Yes, whoop-de-doo.
Okay. Wait, in a kids' movie.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
whoop-de-doo. Because these nuts, I mean Disney,
Gus Dunn, Buzz Lightyear, turn of the kids gay.
he's a white guy. He's ready to kiss.
I was going to say, now I have to play it. No, I'm kidding.
He's a white guy. He's ready to kiss another guy.
No, it was between, in the movie, it was between two women, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lesbian characters.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of a movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age, like, they're going to ask questions. They're going to ask, I don't have an answer, Snoop said. And I was just there to go to sleep and watch the movie. That shit woke me up. Now, bring him over, let him perform. Because the thing is, he's going to come over and perform with, like no one's going to be booing Snoop Dogg, honestly.
So what was the rating for this movie in Australia?
That's a good question.
was it?
IMDb.
PG,
I'm just going to
surely.
do IMDb it. Because I feel like that would be a good... Well,
So,
apparently it came
'cause-
out in 2022, but was there a sequel?
Maybe, but I heard it did really badly.
It was a movie that no one asked for, to be honest, because it's not. It's if you think about it, it's the origin
wanted
story
it.
movie for a character that's a character in a movie.
Yeah, but they had a TV show as well. That was a sick
Actually,
TV
yeah, I
show.
remember the
the Buzz Lightyear TV show.
Yeah. So Lightyear came out in 2022. And
Oh,
it was
there you
rated on IMDb as 6.1 out of 10.
What are they
So
releasing?
nowhere near as good as
No,
One
no.
Guy, One Jar.
So what's the sequel going to be called? Woody, 2026.
Wouldn't he?
Welcome to Woody. The old West is calling. Have you got your Woody?
They make a Woody movie and it's just Old West accurate, so it's like very violent and.
I mean, isn't space stuff that can be violent too?
True.
I'm just going through some of the
Yeah, because if this movie is marketed towards teenagers, right, then it makes sense to have you can have that sort of thing in it. But like most kids' movies don't really have characters kissing each other, if you ask me. Like the closest you'll get are fairy tale characters, where and it's the most dramatic part of the movie is Snow White getting kissed and all that. Like, and it's it's not necessarily the kiss; it's her being revived, so to speak.
But she was asleep, so Prince Charming did commit a bit of a crime there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to have that conversation with my kids either.
Dad, why is this man kissing the unconscious
Dad, are
woman?
you allowed to kiss? Are you allowed to kiss girls if they're asleep?
So if I walk up...
No, you're not. Why did he do it? That's different. We'll talk about it later in a few years.
I like this review someone
Ask me
left
when
on
you're 12,
Lightyear.
son.
I like this review someone posted about Lightyear. The title of the review got me. It says doesn't go to infinity and beyond. So
It doesn't go to infinity. and
doesn't go
beyond.
to infinity and beyond.
You saying that just triggered like the memory of me watching Toy Story and just him going
Well-
infinity and beyond.
It's funny because another person just said, in 1995, Andy got a toy. That toy was based on a movie. This is that movie. Like,
Basically, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
The other thing
And
is with the whole, like with that movie is, so obviously studios these days they are trying to cater to as many audience members as they can around the world, and any animated movie that comes out, when it gets released for the Chinese audience, because the Chinese box office brings in a lot of money, they remove all any LGBT references get
Stuff
removed
in
from
it,
it
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, it's not just that stuff. So you bringing that up is a perfect little segue. So you know how I've been watching these Chinese animations? Some of them have characters that are a bit more bustier, right? And some of it's not very it's quite frustrating because they also do it with the comics where they blur out, except they're really lazily. They just kind of erase. But in the animations, they can't do that, right? So you know what they do? They zoom in. They just crop and zoom, and they don't even like reanimate it. So it'll have a character talking, and then it'll have this female character come in with a bust, and it zooms in to like the corner and avoids the character completely. So I'm watching, and I'm sitting there going, I'm watching these two characters interact, but they're zoomed in, so all you can see is the one character talking to this voice in the distance. And it's been incredibly frustrating because I'm like, I get that they're like the characters have bigger breasts, but it's not showing anything except for a little bit of cleavage. And it's not a kid's thing or anything. Like it's not.
Because if they were to zoom out, there would be Jackson there going.
Yeah.
And then with Jackson going.
But
That's
with
really
the-
annoy the podcast listeners.
with the
They won't
comics,
do
it's a
that.
bit better, right? Because they just blur out the cleavage part. So you see like this female character in a dress, and then it goes down to her boobs, and then there's just this white patch. Like she's wearing a normal dress, but it's clearly like pushed up.
Just want to quickly finish on another point. So basically, they just want to promote AFL to a US audience. Everyone is following the Form F1 model now. It starts with celebrity promotions to build hype. Then once hype limit is reached, they capitalize with a Netflix show about the personalities with some brain dead talking head narrating a fake storyline to bring even more hype. Then, before you even know it, Americans claim that the A in AFL stands for American.
I want to go back to the movies and the censorship thing.
Sorry, yes. Okay,
So,
go for it.
didn't some studios get in trouble, Kyle, for like doing that with films, like removing all the gay scenes for Chinese audiences? Didn't people call them out on it?
Yeah, because they were, it was kind of like the studios are like trying to be super pro, LGBT, but then at the same time, they're like, how do we cater to this country that's going to give us a lot of money? And it's like, well, you can't, claim to be in support of one thing, but then willingly get rid of it, for another group because you just want money.
It reminds me of the Pride, the Pride companies with their Pride symbols. And last year, like, excuse me, they all had the rainbow, and this year nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the hype train situation where, like, they mentioned about the celeb promotions, and now there was barely any this time round. I think because the LGBT, there's been a disconnect amongst their own community, I think, and so like when you have disconnect, it's like, well, how can we support a group of people or group of minorities that aren't on the same page with each other? It's
You talking
So
about the businesses or?
And
the
also-
yeah.
Because the American culture dictates a lot of what we see around the world. Now that there's a less
Saturation.
pro LGBT president in, companies don't feel
Yes.
obligated to push it like on their profiles now.
Yeah. The because I mean I don't want to avoid the movie talk. We'll get back to it, I'm sure. But so another reason why Snoop Dogg was criticized is because in one of his earlier albums, he has in like 1997 song, I think it was, he literally has the FAG word in one of his lyrics.
Are you
And
not allowed to
so-
say the word fag?
Well, I mean,
Because I used to love smoking fags.
yeah, the candies, yes.
Yeah, I used to love the candy fags.
So, and again, another reason why it's so bloody annoying it's been criticised is because an AFL Crows player recently called a Collingwood player on the field the FAG word, and he self-reported, and then obviously that's gotten news to everyone, and then the AFL handed down a ban to this player who said it. But the problem is not the problem. The thing is though, they should have put a harsher ban, but the guy who said it cited mental health issues, so they lowered the ban. And then once he got the sentence, he decided to fly off to Italy for the rest of the season, so he can avoid criticism.
I'm telling you, he just wanted a holiday and wanted to take a break.
Smart.
What else would you self-report?
Yeah. And so another thing is too, I don't know if there's been a massive PA stunt about the AFL, but literally days after that happened, a former player came out as bi, and the whole AFL world's like, "Oh my gosh, so brave, so brave, so brave, so brave." And the problem I have with this is like everyone's excited for it and happy for him is he's a former player. I don't think that deserves to be hyped up. Like, oh my gosh, so brave.
Are there any
We all
active
knew anyway
gay
because
players?
he played for West Coast.
Correct.
Yeah, are there any active gay players in the
100%
AFL?
shade to West Coast. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
There's got to be a couple at least. The amount of butt taps that occur.
See, the
gotta
thing
be
is,
one or
right?
two.
AFL has a problem where it's viewed as it's a manly sport. There's no way there could be a gay man
We'll
playing
grab
AFL.
that one tight. I'll pinch you a little.
Gay like all those rugby union guys.
I never used to understand like the whole like tapping, oh, good on you boys tapping their bum as they walk past. But now that I've got Axel and I'm picking up, I'm like, attaboy, tap, tap, tap on his bum.
You can see
I
it.
kind of get it a little bit now.
Yeah. It's not something that you'd want to do. Like I never did. Like when I played country football, I never did it. I just pat him on the back because that feels more appropriate than the back.
No, because I watched him play country football.
Wait, did you? Was it Kimber? Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of watched you play at Kimber.
Oh gosh, I hate that. But yeah. So, and it's annoying too because my sister shared a reel because my sister she supports all the people, and I'm happy for her to support whoever she wants. But the clip she shared of this player who was an interview, like the interview was like, so you probably heard a lot of homophobic slurs on the field. Did you use that as ammunition as a comeback? And the clip goes to him saying, well, yes, I used it to beat, and then the clip cuts. I'm like, wow, using him to beat other men. Cool. That's just poor cut. But anyway. Yeah, so I think the AFL has a problem with like
image.
They're worried about people from over in the supporters calling their players gay, fags, or whatever. It's just the AFL picks and chooses what media issue it needs to deal with to get news and get clicks. It's not great because in soccer they've done it already. They've had there's 5 or 6 known gay players, and one of them used to play for Adelaide United, who I support. And so, funny enough, our greatest rival Melbourne Victory have the most opposite type of fan base where they don't give a shit about you if you're gay. Like if you're gay, piss off. You don't play our sport.
Wait, really? What? They're anti-gay? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought when you said they don't give a shit, it was more if you get
gay,
oh, I don't care.
Yeah,
just as long as you can play. If you can't play, get over it.
Yeah. And so, and because of the football manager of Adelaide United, they knew he was gay. They kind of left him on the outer. They didn't want him to play for the team because they're like, oh, you're just here because you're a face. You can represent a minority group, and that's the reason why we have these fans is because you're here. And they're like, well, you don't give us anything on the field, so you can go play for someone else. So.
Okay, so let's get back to the whole AFL Snoop Dogg cancelling thing. So we understand there's a bit of some sort of issue with AFL and gay players and stuff like that, or gay or homosexuality for some reason. I don't think there's really an issue, but maybe there is some sort of issue. But just because Snoop Dogg has that word in a song from 20-ish years ago, or almost that seems a bit much. And him, in the interview he does about talking about the 2 women
scene.
kissing, the lesbian scene. Like, that's a genuine he's sitting there going, like, as a parent, how do I talk to my kid about this now that they've asked this question? But also, I don't really want to have to ask this. I don't really want to have to talk about this sort of thing in this environment. I go to movies to relax. I don't go to movies to educate my kid. Like there's a time and a place, and he's saying, I don't think the movie should be the place all the time.
You go into a movie to watch a movie, enjoy a movie. You shouldn't have to ask questions like, shouldn't answer questions like that. Especially for a kids movie, though. But
he wasn't being anti-gay or anything like that. He was just genuinely like, oh shit, I don't want to have to talk about this. Like, this is like, it'd be the same. It'd be similar. I reckon I don't know, but he might have a similar response if he saw, I don't know, these kids saw two characters like kissing or something. He's like, is that what you? But the kid might see the mum and dad doing it. So.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to talk to their kid.
What's that man doing with that glass jar? I don't want to have to answer this.
That's fair. But most people don't want to answer tough questions that their kids ask. And they'd rather answer them at home.
And they shouldn't feel pressured to by the wider society too. Like, what? I'd actually applaud Snoop Dogg for not answering it. Because, like, there's no one should be telling Snoop Dogg, oh, you should educate your child on about gay people.
Well, how do we know he didn't talk to him about it afterwards? His complaint was that he didn't want to talk about it there and then, and he didn't want to.
Yes.
But
this is the way the word woke has gone too far in some degree. Like, I understand there's a need to raise awareness about certain issues in society, but don't push it over the bar. Like, don't shove it down your throats.
I don't know, but like the AFL cancelling is, I don't think it shouldn't have anything to do with if he said a homophobic slur or anything like that. Correct. They shouldn't have it in the first place.
But also, if this player didn't
they shouldn't have him performing. Yeah.
If the AFL player didn't say the fag word, this wouldn't have been an issue.
I don't even think it's really. It'll die down pretty soon. Yeah. It'll die down pretty soon.
Yeah. Give it a few more days and it'll be like, oh, it's old news.
But here's the other thing, right? So. Most people, like, I don't know about this. Most people aren't talking about how many bodies they've dropped, for example. You know, you see online.
What's your body count?
What's your body count? Yeah, that's it. Not dropped. But yeah, what's your body count? How many bodies have you dropped? So how many I counted, right? No. How many have you dropped? No. But like, most people don't want to talk about their body count, for example. People might not be happy with it. Some people like are proud or whatever, but generally people don't really talk about their sex life in general.
Correct, yes.
So why would an AFL player who is gay want to talk about and let the whole world know, you know?
Especially when they're retired. Like
it's not like all the AFL players are going out there and they're putting their hands up. Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm straight. No, I'm gay. Put it on a file. Like, what? It's not like they got to fill in a form. What gender are you attracted to, or what person, what race, or what person, or what, you know, are you omnisexual, for example?
It's the
it's
the
not
meme from Jurassic Park. Hey, look, this guy over here is gay. See, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Is that what that meme's from? Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
I never knew that was from that movie because I've always seen it. See, nobody cares.
Like, I think the only situations where people care if someone is a particular race or gender or sexual orientation is when it directly affects them half the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go back to when we spoke about the previous episodes where there were the trans women in Coles. Like, I was annoyed because they could have been bloody teenagers loitering around Coles. And I would have been just as annoyed. I've been like, why are these bloody teenagers here? Like, why are they just standing around not shopping? But I just recognized, they look like guys wearing girls' clothes. Maybe they're trans.
Yeah, in my close Coles that I go to a lot, I frequently see these gay couple. I kind of laugh at them because I'm like, they're not trying to hide that they're gay. They're just being flamboyant.
That's fair. But there are people that don't seem to like. I'll give the example back to when I was talking about the trans guys. There are some people who can't distinguish between being annoyed at what someone's doing,
yes, and
who they are, for example. And that's when you run into issues where, if I was a less educated person per se, I might get annoyed at these fellas, these girls, whatever, because of because they're dressed like that, I'm actually annoyed that they're standing in my way and I'm trying to shop, but I'm transmuting it to, these bloody trans people are just, they're everywhere, you know? Like, there are people that will think like that. And that's where you have to kind of remove what a person is or what a person does versus their actions and how it affects you. I'll tell you what, it's a first world problem to get annoyed that someone's standing in your way when you're shopping. Just walk around them.
Just go around.
Which is what I did. Or I went, excuse me, and went past a couple of times.
And then you turned around. Yeah. I think it's a bit of a capitalist movement now because, well, it used to be. Like, especially on social, like Twitter and everything, like, you see a brand or whatever with the rainbow.
It's become
yeah, great. That's good. That they're supporting. I'm going to buy from that product.
It's become like a point scoring system in a way.
It basically, brownie points.
Like for example, I'll give the example of Apple, right? So, you know, Apple at one point they had the rainbow. Well, actually, they had a rainbow apple before it was a gay thing. The original logo was a rainbow apple, but they originally for Gay Pride they put up the rainbow apple, you know, like 2 years last year. But nobody's gonna. Why would anybody go to Apple? I'm not gonna buy Apple because I support gay people. I'm gonna buy Apple because I like Apple over Windows.
Yeah,
and vice versa.
Well, that's the thing too, though. When you go to buy a product from a well-organized company, you're not filling out a form saying why you bought it.
Like maybe there probably are some. They've probably done stats, and there are people that have gone. You know, this company supports gay people, or this company supports women's issues or men's rights. I'm gonna buy from them, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, there are people like that, but majority of people, they don't give a fuck. They just want to, like, the closest thing, most people, they don't care as long as they get
the average bloke doesn't give a shit.
The best product at the cheapest price, they're happy.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're not paying for anything extra if you're buying something that's labeled with the rainbow either.
No, it's just making you feel good. It's just a way to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of annoys me a little bit about all the protests that go on, is that a lot of people who protest certain situations, they're not making it better. They're not fixing it. They're just making themselves feel better. Like you got
they're doing something, yeah.
Yeah, you got what was it, pro-Palestinian protest that happened last week. And
well, to be fair to them, something actually happened.
Did something happen?
The Prime Minister said that they acknowledged Gaza as a country or whatever.
They did that before that. They did that way before that. Heaps of world leaders have been doing that.
Yeah, but Australia was recently did it, and Benjamin Netanyahu.
Are you not happy, boy?
He's very happy about it.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. Disappointed in Australia. I don't know. How to do it.
But yeah, he sounds. I've heard him speak. He sounds pretty normal English.
Yes.
Like he doesn't sound like Soviet Russian.
He's raised in most of his life in Poland.
Didn't know that.
Just like a lot of high-profile Israeli parliament members, all change their names to sound more like traditionally Israeli, when a lot of them are European descent Jews.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
But I'll circle back to the protest real quick. So they had the pro-Palestinian protest. I don't know what they accomplished. It sounds like they accomplished getting the Prime Minister to say that, but he was probably on his way to doing that anyway.
Probably.
But I don't know what it accomplished besides stopping traffic. And then you got the protest coming up, which the 31st, which is kind of annoying because I want to be able to put an Australian flag out the front of my place, for example. But then half the people are saying people are doing it because they're racist. And the other people are saying, no, we just want to support our country and put flags out. Like Britain's done the same thing. They've put a bunch of British flags out.
So the problem with the whole March for Australia thing that's happening
is that they organised it directly after the pro-Palestinian protest. So now it inadvertently looks like...
It's because there's essentially two types of people who want to be involved with it. The people who, March for Australia, that's good. I'm being patriotic, support my country. I want to put the Aussie flag up. Without realising that the people who have initially organised the March for Australia are part of the Socialist Party.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I thought that would be
not socialist. National Socialists of Australia. So essentially the Australian Nazi.
Oh, the Nazi Party. basically.
The essential Australian Nazi Party is the ones who have started organising this march. So that doesn't look good from the get-go.
Why do the bloody Nazis always co-op other symbols and other things?
They ran out of things to do.
Apparently, yeah. But it's a bit frustrating because you got people like me who are like, I want to put my flag out the front, but at the same time, if it's not really about offending, but I don't want to, because I think we've got Muslim neighbours. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable seeing it, but because of what because they've seen the news and the news makes it sound so much worse too. Channel 7, Channel 9 are like, oh, are these racist symbols? Well, it's an Australian flag. It shouldn't be a racist symbol, but they're making it worse.
Well, that's what their media does, though. That's their point. That's what makes them money, unfortunately.
I think each side has had their parties that have made it worse. Because, like, at the big pro-Palestine march that they had, a lot of the people, 99.9% of the people that were there to march in support and solidarity with Palestine. But then there was that small percentage there that were there burning Australian flags and just kind of making everyone else look bad.
And then the news comes in and goes, go look at those people. Those people there are burning flags. We'll zoom in on them.
Did you hear about the Sydney one where they closed down the Harbour Bridge?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
They got over the bridge and then the police like, no, you have to stop and turn around.
Did they stop and turn around?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
don't go into the city and ruin the traffic.
But the problem was, though, the leaders of the protest were worried and scared because they were worried about because there was so many people coming the other way, and then the police would tell them, "No, you have to stop to turn around." And then that's
they've into each other. Yeah, no, they should have. You got to start twisting people and create a line going one way or a line going the other way. People should have, but people don't do that. They just go, "Oh well, better turn directly around. Don't go to the." Don't walk on the right side or on the left side, or
so then you turned around.
I guess don't walk on the left side of where you're facing. Just turn around. Just turn around and go back the way you came.
That protest was a bit of a shambles in the end because the people were worried for their lives apparently because of the crush potential.
But my main point being, right, all of these people that are protesting and all these people that are going to protest soon or coming up, I don't think they're going to. It's not going to do anything.
It's on a Monday. You said 31st, yeah?
Is it on the Monday? I thought it was on the weekend.
Yeah?
No, it's the 29th, and it's on Sunday.
Oh,
today's Friday.
31st. I thought you said 31st. I'm like, oh, that's Monday.
I did say August the 31st.
Yeah, that's Monday.
No, it's not. I'm looking at my my calendar.
Oh, I thought today was Saturday. Far out.
Yeah, so I'm trying to tell you. That's what I was saying. It's Friday.
I had a short work day. That's why it feels like a weekend.
You never work a full day.
Shut up.
But
that's very ironic.
I don't think either of these protests are going to accomplish. One of them hasn't accomplished much, but I don't think they're going to accomplish too much. And it's a bit frustrating because if these people actually put their energy together and actually organize to help or do something, they could actually make a difference in both, especially if they work together. Because realistically, we all want the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like most people who are anti-immigration aren't anti-brown or Indian or black or African or Muslim or anything like that, or non-white Christian. But but they just don't want the country to be filled up with so many people that the infrastructure can't handle it.
Yeah,
that's all. That's the main thing people are concerned about. Yeah, and they're sick of the housing pricing going up and stuff like that. And you could turn around and say immigration doesn't affect that, but that's bullshit. It does affect it, and it probably does have a significant impact. It's not the whole issue. Like the whole world is struggling with, like the economy all around the place. Different countries' economies are struggling all over around the place, and it doesn't have anything to do with immigration, or it doesn't have that much to do with immigration there, but it does have an effect.
Yeah, correct.
But
yeah. No, well, I guess I think as long as we live, protests will be a thing, and it's just because we have a friend, Kyle.
She loves to protest.
She loves protesting.
Look, there's nothing inadvertently wrong with protesting, but sometimes protesting isn't really enough.
Yes. Physically go fly over to Gaza yourself and do it.
Well, that's the funny thing. There were people from Europe that did some sort of march to Gaza, right? And they got harassed in Egypt, I think.
Okay.
Because if you're a person in one of those sort of countries and you're hearing that America and Australia and these people are like attacking Palestine or attacking, like America essentially, especially quote white America, has given like a bad name to, I guess the best way for me to say is the white race or anyone who has a lighter skin color.
Yeah.
So these people went to march to Gaza and got harassed in Egypt.
I'm going to make a joke that I might regret, but
because people thought they were coming to like attack or something. A big, if you're in a majority like, I guess brown country, and you see a bunch of white people marching towards you, I'd be a bit worried too.
I want to make a terrible joke. The reason why I still haven't seen the Keir Tasman is that they're all gone to the Middle East.
The Hilux finally has some competition.
I still haven't seen one.
You'll see one.
Have you seen one yet? No. I'm assuming you haven't seen one yet.
I feel like I got a bit too political there with everything.
That's okay. You're allowed to. It's a podcast. No one says you can't. So, because I did a quick research earlier today, and apparently at launch there were 2,500 orders, which feels quite a lot. Yeah.
Wait, orders for what? Keir Tasmans?
Yes.
Wait, how many orders were there?
2,500.
25. That's...
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, it's not that much. Yeah, 25. Yeah, it's only it's enough to see. You'll see one
Eventually. I hope so.
What were they expecting again? What was the actual order they were expecting?
20,000, I think you said. 20, 30.
They were aiming for 20 to 25, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What, this year or?
I guess.
This financial year, I should say.
I don't know.
I mean, they'll get there then if they get another couple of orders. But I feel like if you introduce a new product, people are going to buy the most amount of it when it first drops. You know what I mean?
I mean, my thing is that I think the over advertising is going to kill.
Oh, it's just it was too much. I actually agree with you 100%. It was really shoved down people's throats.
Because speaking of advertising, the reason why I decided to play that stupid piss take version of BetterHelp is that I haven't heard it in a week.
Oh, good for you. I keep getting don't drink and drive ads. It's not when. It's not if. It's when.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's obvious.
Well, because actually,
I don't know if you know this, Jackson, but if you drink and drive, they will catch you eventually.
Because I used to drink and drive all the time, and I never got caught.
That was until I got caught that one time.
Think about what could be drinking instead.
I'd love it if the Victorian drinking drive ad would have that. Think what you could be drinking instead.
Troy, the reason why you could find that clip about the think about you could drink instead is because I haven't published the clip yet, but I want to do a more detailed edit about it, like featuring the gambling ads, and have at the end written think about you could be drinking instead, as opposed to the normal script what they say. But yeah, that's my plan. I've got to do a lot of clips and stuff to do because I've been a bit slack on production stuff. But anyway, I'll try to get back to it. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening to this episode. Check out this Instagram, check out the YouTube channel to watch these live. We try to do once a week.
And don't watch the AFL. It's super gay.
Yeah,
super gay.
Boycott the AFL.
I've been accidentally boycotting all year. So yeah,
hey, wait, you're not Victorian. You're not even allowed to watch AFL.
The VFL.
No, I said no AFL.
Yeah, the VFL.
You're watching instead.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, what you could be watching instead.
What are you really watching?
Honestly, I think you've just brought the perfect thing up, Carl. You could insert that anything. Think of what. Do you like playing video games? Think of what you could be playing instead. I see you drive a Kia. Well, think of what you could be driving instead.
Boom. Hilux. Yeah.
Oh,
what's that? You're attracted to dudes? Well, think about what you could be instead.
Dating is.
Oh dear.
KFC? Think about what you'd be eating instead.
I think I've just gotten us cancelled with that one.
No, I think I like that. That's funny. Look, there's no podcast police from what I'm aware of, so we're
That's
all good.
true. Yes.
It's still like tell you should be bloody have to be certified or whatever. I don't think that's going to be the case. But
That's true.
All right, Troy, hit the outro.
Okay, hold on.
Wrong checkpoint.
This whole episode's been the wrong checkpoint.
No, I gotta find the actual outro. Here it is.
Don't be rude.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff.
Wrong checkpoint.
Wrong checkpoint.
Think about what you could be something instead. See you next week.
I'm done.
Bye.